Plus, this is the final part of the question. Please remember to write the company name and then you write the balance sheet or statement of financial position as at 31st December 2009. Please remember to write the currency, but for your revision, your study guide and your test and exam, please write RM. Therefore, when you write your workings on your paper, please change the currency dollar to RM. Non-current assets. Remember, what are non-current assets? It means the assets that we hold or keep in the company for more than 1 year. Freehold premises, you take the cost from the trial balance. Remember, there's no depreciation, so it's 0 or you put dash. Net book value. What is net book value? It's the current value of your asset. You have to take cost minus accumulated or total depreciation, and then you will get net book value. Machinery, remember we have the cost of machinery 55,000. We take from the trial balance. How to get accumulated depreciation? We have to take the depreciation, total depreciation from last year. Remember, provision for depreciation is always in the credit side. The balance is in the credit side. The total depreciation from last year, 2008, the total was this, 15800. For the depreciation this year we have calculated the depreciation for machinery. It is 5500. Therefore, you have to take alright. We take this 5500 plus the total depreciation from last year, 15800. Then you will get the total depreciation or accumulated depreciation, 21300. You minus, you will get 33700. And please remember to total up your cost, accumulated depreciation and net book value. Let's look at current assets. Current assets, it means the assets that you would use for 1 year. That means within 1 year you would finish using the assets, current assets. For example, inventory, you have to sell your inventory within this year, or else your stock might have some expiry dates. Your stock will become old-fashioned, or your stock will become obsolete, or your stock can become bad or spoil next year. For example, if your stock is food or vegetables or maybe potato chips, so it's better to clear your stock this year. Trade debtors or the receivables. Here you may be wondering, what is this? Why do we follow liquidity? If you check the annual report of your companies that you have chosen for your assignment, they will put inventory at the top, and then trade debtors, and then prepayments, and then bank. Liquidity here, it means how easy you can change the current assets to cash. For example, inventory, is it easy to change inventory to cash? It's not really easy, because you have to sell the inventory first, then only you can get cash. It's very hard to change inventory to cash. That's why we put it at the top. Trade debtors, you have to wait for your customers to get back the money, so it's the second place. Prepayment, you pay the cash already, but then the cash is not with you, but you have paid the cash to someone else. Bank, anytime you can get the cash from the ATM. So bank is the easiest source of cash. That means you can get cash easily from your bank account. For your exam, we don't penalize you if you don't follow this, but if you can, you try to follow. You put inventory at the top, and then the last one is bank. Inventory, you take closing inventory. You take from additional information number 1, 29142. And then trade debtors, you take from the trial balance, you minus provision for doubtful debts. Remember, we have increased the provision for doubtful debts. Here, number 5, increase to 938. We expected customers cannot pay back 938 ringgit. Therefore, we minus. And then you calculate the balance here. That means you estimate you get back this money from debtors or customers. Prepayment, it means you paid money in advance, you put it under current assets. Bank is your cash in the bank account, you put here. Therefore, total current assets is this. Okay, let's look at current liabilities. Trade creditors or trade payables, you put here. That means you have to pay your suppliers in the future within 1 year. You also have to pay your workers' wages and salaries in the future, 581. You also have to pay the shareholders the proposed or final dividend, 10,000. Therefore, total current liabilities here, 28074. And maybe this is something new for you. What is working capital? Working capital, it means current assets minus current liabilities. It means you imagine if you use your current assets to pay current liabilities, how much money that you have left to manage your business. That's why we take this current assets minus current liabilities, you will get 45315. For your exam or test, please also calculate working capital, because this also will give marks. Remember to calculate the total for your non-current asset, current asset and current liabilities. The totals also will give marks. But if you don't get balance, it's okay, because you have more marks for your workings. Finally, you write finance by capital and reserves, or you can write shareholders equity and reserves. This means you use this money to manage your business. You sell shares and you get 100,000 ringgit from shareholders. Take from the trial balance, 100,000 ringgit share capital, credit side. And finally, retain earnings from P&L. P&L or income statement, take from your income statement, 44015. You plus, you will get this, and you will get balance for both sides. That is the end of question 1. Please try this, and you can pause the video and write your workings. After you have written down your workings, take a photo. Please submit and upload into Island, because that shows you have watched the video and you have attended the class. Any question you can ask me in the WhatsApp group.